Hello board gamers! Today I'm going to look at the Master of Orion at Astra campaign. So the campaign is supposed to start in mid-January, and what we know about the game so far is that it will have a solo mode. I did ask it specifically from the makers of this game, and they told me that there will be in the main box two playable solo opponents, and there's supposed to be up to 4, I guess, with the expansions or stretch goals. I'm not sure because I received 2 different answers, so I guess they are stretch goals. But first they said they were expansion content, but I'm not sure at that anymore. So what we can expect from the game? I have watched the official playthrough video, and they promised to release the rulebook by December, and it's now 20th of December, so they have like 11 days left. And also, this is supposed to be playable on Tabletop Simulator in December. I'm wondering, are we going to get the solo mode also to tabletop, and are we going to get solo rules in the rulebook? Because the solo part is the one that they haven't shown at all. We have only seen multiplayer gameplay, and by watching the playthrough, you can catch all the rules pretty easily. So I kind of have a good idea how the game is going to play. But I have some things I'm wondering still. If you look at the content, so it says here 1 to 4 player, 3 hours playtime, and we have in the base box several races from Master of Orion 2. We have Human, Silicoid, Glacon, Dialog, Bulari, and Psilon. And they just did announce the first expansion yesterday, and that will add Meklari, Sakra, and Alkari. So, if you know a Master of Orion, I'm a huge Master of Orion nerd, by the way. Back in the 90s, when the Master of Orion 1 was released, I liked that game. But when the Master of Orion 2 was released, I think 1996 or something like that, it became one of my favorite games ever. I did play that game a lot, like trillion million times, and I'm still playing it sometimes occasionally, and it's a fantastic 4X game. In my opinion, it's the best one there is still. It's a true classic. So I'm really excited about this board game project, and I'm going to go all in and buy all the expansion stuff once this release. So if you look at the content, and if you know anything about Master of Orion, we are missing still at least Knolan, Trilarian, Elerian, and the new human version they released in new Master of Orion. And they did say in some comment that all the races will be there for Master of Orion 2 plus the new Master of Orion human variation. So that leaves quite a lot of races left to be released in the final expansion. And also Mirsha is missing. Let's see. Yeah, Mirsha, Trilarian, Elverian, Knolan, and the Terran on human variation. But that's at least 5 that are missing. Even more could be if I'm missing something. But is the last expansion going to really be 5 new races? I wonder, are some of those stretch goals? Or will there be even more expansions? I don't know. But yeah, in this expansion they announced yesterday, they're going to add to the game leaders. We can see here admiral cards and diplomacy cards and governor cards. Diplomacy cards are basically just more cards to the main box and tech cards. But these, I believe, are what you have in Master of Orion 2, the ship leaders that will add uh, some power to your fleet, like weapon damage or something like that. And these governors, I believe, are the leaders you can add to your systems or planets that will increase your production. And event cards are, of course, the GNN news that pop up in the Master of Orion, which is basically just an event that will randomly come when you play the game. Something like the Space Dragon is lurking in the galaxy and eating ships, or some planet is going to supernova, or some planet have a population boom. So I believe these will be that. What I wonder is that there's only 30 cards, so that's quite a few. I hope they will release more in the second expansion, and also these are only 12 each. So if you play this game like 5 times, don't you see all of these cards by then? I don't know. I hope they release more of these. Then they will add more anomaly tokens. I don't know what the state tokens actually are. More star tiles, planet tiles, discovery tiles. Yeah. And they have playtested this game with some true legends. These are the guys that have been working on the digital or the PC game of the Master of Orion. For example, Jeff has been working on the first Master of Orion back in '93. So if somebody knows something about Master of Orion, I think it's these guys. So it's good if these guys like the board game version. That gives a lot of hope to the project. From the playthrough videos, you can see that this is streamlined. Ground combat is like not that detailed as in Master of Orion 2, and you cannot customize your ships at all, but that's understandable. Master of Orion would be really hard to directly change to a board game. That would be really hard to implement. So I think it's the right way to do it, to cut some things off. I have to say I really like these spaceship models. Every race have a different look, and it is really nice looking. On the other hand, we have only 3 ships. We have frigates, we have Titans, and Doomstar. Oh, is there cruisers also? Let me see. This race has cruisers, and this has also. But Alkari don't. Okay, okay. So some races will have a cruisers and other won't. People have been commenting on these buildings. They are all same color and look kind of same. Yeah, I assume if you are playing this on your table, it's hard to say, does your opponent have a soil enrichment facility, or is it Astra University, or maybe space, or maybe Automate Factory, because they are kind of similar looking. Look at the trade port. HTTP, TCP, and UDP, these are all basically the same looking. I hope they can do something about those colors or look or something like that. And then we have, of course, the basic stuff, the Guardian from the Orion, Space Eels, Pirates, Pirate Base. We don't seem to have a Space Dragon or Space Amopa or something like that we have in Master of Orion 2. So those are missing. And if I'm not wrong, you can play a different length game. I think they said something like you can play 6, 7, or 8 rounds, how you ever want to play. Do you want to play a longer game, or do you want to play less turns for a shorter game? So yeah, that's always nice that you can customize your play by giving it a longer, more turns variation. Or if you have lesser time and maybe people who are playing first time, you can play just a short version so that they can get hang of the game, and then you can play the true longer one. So I kind of like that. One thing I'm really excited about this project is the solo mode, because we have Twilight Imperium, we have Eclipse and other Space 4X games, but they are all missing the solo mode. So I'm really looking forward to the solo aspect of this game. And what they told me about, I asked one developers on this comment section. What they told me is that it's run with cards and flow charts. So it's some kind of combination of a deck of cards and flowcharts, and they are supposed to act like human players, but they are of course streamlined. They won't have a resource upkeep or something like that, and they are also using a diplomacy. If you attack, for example, against some AI opponent, then they will of course retaliate and attack you. But if you are in good terms with them, you make trades and stuff like that, they will most likely be friends with you. So that sounds really cool, in my opinion. So the campaign is not that far long. It will be, as I said, mid-January. So we will see everything by then, or latest when the campaign starts. So we are supposed to know everything about the game in less than 1 month. And as I said, I'm going to buy the all-in package. I'm so huge Master of Orion nerd. I have to get this game. So that's no brainer for me. I can't miss this game. Let's see. These have all the cruisers also. Titans, Doomstar. So is the Alkari only one that doesn't have cruisers? Or am I blind? Let's have a look again. So Alkari. Yeah, I don't see cruisers. That's strange. All the other races seem to have the cruisers, Titan, Frigate, and Doomstar, but then the Alkari doesn't have cruisers at all. Well, that's strange. So what do they have then? Nothing special. That's weird. That's weird. I really hope that the races are the same as in Master of Orion 2. That when you are playing with Sakra, you really feel like you are Sakra and you are population booming. Or when you play Upsilon, you are the master of the technologies. I really hope that they have been able to implement that to this board game also, because that is so unique, nice feature in Master of Orion, and I hope that they will have this in here. By the way, if you look closely, Alkari, Titan, Cruiser, Doomstar, they are the ships that you can build, shown on the race board, and it shows here Cruiser. So it's only missing in the picture actually. Maybe they haven't finished the miniature model or something like that. So yeah, it's only missing from the picture for some reason. But they seem to all have 4 different ship types. So yeah, that's strange. But yeah, I will be making more videos about Master of Orion at Astra once we have more information, and especially the solo mode. I'm really looking forward to solo mode, and we don't have that much information about that yet. But I think we will have when the rulebook is released, as they promised in December. So let's see if they can deliver that promise. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a nice Christmas. Bye.